Well, we have some dramatic things going on in the world. And, it's not so dramatic as it is heartbreaking and sad. I think heartbreaking and sad is actually more appropriate. There are a lot of people right now that don't want Obama to start another war. Well, he didn't start the first one, you idiots. Let's see. Who voted to go to Iraq? Everyone. In Congress, out of Congress. Let's see. All the Democrats, well, except for two or one. I think it was one. And all the Republicans. I can't even blame it on Bush. Bush just said, should we or should we not go to Iraq? And everybody's screaming, yes, yes, because they were so head stupid that a terrorist is a country. They're not. They're a group of far-right extremists who kill their own to make it to heaven. There's Sharia law. Oh, I don't know which is worse. Sharia, or, let's see, Al-Qaeda, jihadist, and now ISIS. ISIS seems to be the mother of the kings. Just don't even, oh my God. So, he's protecting Iraq on the borders by the dam, okay? He has not bombed Syria until he did this last one yesterday, which actually is Sunday. Now, let's see, Saturday my time because I live in the Northwest, Sunday at their time. Then he started bombing Syria. Had no choice. You're going to let ISIS move in? They're not just beheading our reporters and our own, whoever they decide to pick up people. They are beheading Syrians. They're beheading everybody. Actually, they're committing mass murder on a large scale. ISIS is dangerous to the world. I believe it wholeheartedly. I believe they're dangerous to themselves. Of course, there is Al-Qaeda, who knows the Afghanistan like the back of her hand, and she knows every nook and cranny there. And for us to still be in Afghanistan is a big mistake because we have lost. I remember Vietnam, and we shouldn't have been there at all. And a few people that did make it back from Vietnam, depending on which end they were at, and before the whole Agent Orange bit, said that those jungles are so thick and so deep that only a person who had lived there for years would know how to go around them. And they did. And they smeared us. We got involved in a war that we shouldn't have been in. We invited ourselves. No one invited us. We invited ourselves. And those that did invite us weren't a head of crap. Okay, I'm moving around the camera. And can't, if I get too big of a glare, you're just going to get more of it. And I'm annoying anyway. Okay, so let's get back on with wars. See, so got rid of Vietnam, over Iraq. Our people were supposed to be pulled out, can't be because Al-Qaeda moved in, and now ISIS moved in. So Al-Qaeda and ISIS on top of it. Now that's like a pleasure goddamn sandwich, isn't it? And it's not ice cream. I'm thinking. So Obama is trying to get out thousands of our people out of Iraq. And now has to put ground soldiers back into Iraq. That's what's going on. And now there's Syria, who he was not invited to, he did not want to go into because we were not asked to help. But since they're bombing into the Dam, which is right there on the border of Iraq and Syria, if you look at, just get itself a global map and look. That's why they're bombing that area. But then they moved in further into Syria and are bombing direct on ISIS. Unfortunately, there's pedestrians around there too, so they're losing quite a few people. That's the problem with war. We lose good old people, regular people, farmers, electricians, people who have children. We lose the children. We lose the grandparents. We lose a damn 3 blocks of humans that had nothing to do with this war, are just wanting to live and make money and do it the best they can. And this kind of crap moves in. And to be honest with you, I agree, by the way. If we're not asked anymore, we should not be in a country. But if we are asked, and if we can prove that that country is under dire straits, we get the hell in there and we help. My feeling. Doesn't mean I'm accurate. It's an opinion. My opinion. You have yours, I have mine. But in no time do I see this Obama's fault. What? He's created another war, you say? He did? Huh. I think it's a war that has blossomed huge. And Obama just happens to be the one in the seat. Now, George Bush was the one in the seat, he would be getting it. I personally believe that. They blamed George Bush for 9/11, for God's sakes. He was in school reading. Yeah, well, he was in school reading with the children. The problem is the bombing was taking during and after. I mean, knowing Mr. Bush, he probably is the type as a leave me alone. I'm reading a good story to the kids. I don't know. His wife is a school teacher. I mean, it's the same instance. Let's go kick somebody because we have to blame them. Forget about our corporations. Forget about the fact that Americans have turned into independent, narcissistic buttholes, because we are. Even our poor are a little bit exaggerated images of their own children. They're just, it's enough. I mean, when we have a division of economic growth here in America, and it's so easy for us to babble because we have food somewhere. We can sit on a street and beg for money and not get killed. We can be seen with our boyfriends or our husbands or our husband's lover or the lover of the wives, and you don't get killed. America is free. She's not evil. We have gay rights here. We have children's rights here. We have women's rights. We have men's rights. We have it all. I like that. I like the fact, not debauchery and orgies, but I do like the fact that America is America, and we should not have to be apologetic because we are. Being apologetic for some things is being apologetic just because you're a country, screw them. Keep their goddamn selves over in their own country. And most of those sons of bitches that were Al-Qaeda that bombed the towers, let's just go back just a little bit here. In 9/11, those shits were born and raised here. They were raised in the best of schools, the best of colleges, and some of them got on Boeing. Yeah, Boeing. Who taught them how to fly? Who taught them the whole schematic of what a plane does and how much it can hold and what it takes on impact to become a bomb, our own bomb. So let's just sit back here and really look. The Mexicans didn't do that. No. Blacks didn't do it. Chinese didn't do it. So you tell me what the hell is America's problem? Not the Muslims. It's far right anything is bad for us. Far right Christianity, far right Muslim idiots, far right. Period. Anything in excess is bad. Anything. Very, very nervous. Scary. In the meantime, we have 2 cases of Ebola in Nebraska that is confirmed, and they are in quarantine. Also in Nebraska, in that region, they have a massive viral outbreak of children. That's upper respiratory that is turning out to be deadly. I think we should worry about Africa and the fact that it's spreading through Africa now like it is a plague. It's going to be like a plague. Well, it is a plague. It's a disease. It's a viral disease. You know, the transfer is similar to AIDS. You know, body fluids, spit, fecal matter, urine, biting somebody. Yeah, you're more than likely to get it that way. But by taking care of them, you are not. Sometimes you can get it. Blood spills in your hand and gets in the pores. It's hard telling, you know, if you had an open sore, if you stuck yourself with a needle. You gotta be careful. These people are sick, but the 2 people that were over in Africa, both of them were physicians, top physicians, and they survived. They walked out of the hospital last week. So when that happens, you begin to see a little bit more. Okay, next rant will be coming up in 3 hours. Beware. Rant number 1.